If you're a guitar player, you're really going to enjoy the next feature of GarageBand, which is its built-in pedal board. So GarageBand has a bunch of different pedals that you can use and rearrange them like an actual pedal board for guitar players. So let's go ahead and take a look at that now. The first thing we'll do is we'll close the library, since we won't be using it at this time, and we can close the musical typing keyboard. And we'll just go up to the loops and plug in a basic loop just to hear it playing while we mess around with some of the settings. So I'll just grab the basic strum, drag it in here, and go ahead and close this since we won't use it, and I'll delete this track. And let's go ahead and turn on the cycle so that we can see it cycling. So we'll just listen to this real quick so you can hear how it sounds. So it's just going to keep playing that over and over again, and that'll allow us to make changes and just hear that as we're making the changes so that you can see some of the things that we can do with the pedal board. So let's go up to the Smart Controls area, and I'm going to drag this up so that we have as much room as possible. We'll click on the Show Inspector button, and we'll go to the Master, and I'm going to turn off all of these plugins that it's using at the time. We'll leave the EQ there. Let's hear how it sounds. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add in the pedal board. So in the plugins area, I'm just going to click on this drop down menu, go to Amps and Pedals, and select Pedal Board. And here you can see that we have a pedal board layout, and you can add the different pedals here on the right hand side. Of course, there's a power button at the top, just like the amp designer, bass amp designer, so you can turn this on and off. There are factory defaults, so you can go ahead and just find some of these that you already like and throw them in there, mess around with these, and you'll have already a big selection of different types of pedal setups. If you create a pedal board setup that you enjoy, you can also save it and recall it later in your other projects. There's a view at the top, so we can make this bigger or smaller if we needed to, if we wanted more room to work with. The pedal board area, which we'll be working with in just a moment. And then all of our different pedals. And right now we have all of them selected, but you can also click on the Show All and just choose the types that you want. So if you just want to deal with distortion or just with pitch pedals, you can do that and see those easily. Down at the bottom is Utility, and there's a splitter and a mixer. And this says, the splitter routes signals equally to bus A and bus B or divides them at a specified frequency. And the mixer balances levels between bus A and bus B signals, controls panning in stereo instances. So the splitter will split your signal to route it to different types of effects, and the mixer will mix it down however you would like. You can also see our output levels at the bottom, and as we add in pedals, you'll see this change so we can control the output levels and turn them on and off down here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and we will just start at the top. We'll just pick a basic distortion and start showing you how this works. So to add a pedal, you can just click and drag and move it in the pedal board area, and you can see that it's been added here. And at the bottom here is that level that we talked about, and you can turn it on and off. Just like a normal switch on a pedal board, you can also click the button and you see the green light go on and off, showing you that it's on or off. Now, all these pedals are going to have different settings, so we can't go through all of them, but basically you just want to come in and mess around. You've got your drive, your overdrive knob here, your tone knob, your level, and if it's flat or not, and then the on and off switch. So let's turn it off and we'll play our track, and then we'll turn it on so you can hear how that sounds. Now, while this is playing, I can control these knobs and move them around, and you can hear the differences with this actual pedal, this distortion pedal. Okay, now the thing about having a pedal board is that you sometimes want to have two or more pedals going on at the same time to give you different types of effects. So for instance, we might want to have distortion playing, but maybe we also want to have a echo or reverb going on at the same time. So we can click up here and we'll do a delay, and we'll just pick this blue echo pedal here. And when you drop that in, it's going to be running both of these at the same time. Let's see, yep, it's off, so we can turn it on and off, and you can see the different settings for this. So let's play and mess around with these so you can hear how it sounds. Okay, so you can hear the different pedals, the distortion, and the echo going on. If you can't hear the echo, let's just play that by itself real quick. Okay, so you can see you can get different types of effects with all these different types of pedals. And if you're already a guitar player, you can probably know what a lot of these different things do just by looking at them and seeing the different knobs and what have you in settings. Now, sometimes what you're going to want is you are going to want to mix these. So you might want a little less distortion and a little more echo, or vice versa. And you do that by going into the Utility tab, and you can select a mixer pedal, and you drop that in, and you can see a new pop-up up here at the top. And this is going to let us mix between the bus A and bus B. So right now they are both running down the same bus, but if we select, say, the delay, we can click and drag it to the top, and now we can mix these however we see fit. So I can have more bus A or more bus B, and you can control the pan. So we could put, say, the distortion in the left channel, and we could put the delay in the right channel. And this is a great way to get a lot of mixing done within your project. So as you can see, there's a lot of different options that you can have here. If you're a guitar player and you're already familiar with this will come pretty easy to you. But if you're not a guitar player, just come in and mess around with these settings, and I'm sure you'll find a lot of use with using the pedal board. It's just another one of those things that GarageBand offers to give you a ton of extra options and effects.